curse.
Well, remember, you've got to look after your junior because he looks after you later on.
Yeah. I changed his diapers when he was little. Now, eventually he'll be changing mine.
Fucking good luck with that.
His face is
Well, if it comes to the stage where somebody's got to change mine, just...
Yeah, he'll just ship me off.
Yeah.
I know. He'll just be like, get out. No.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't want to have my diaper. What do you call it? Diaper.
Yeah.
We call them nappies here.
Nappies, yeah. Well, yeah. I don't think I'd want him to. He would probably make a mockery of the whole situation.
I know he would.
Yeah. Well, going back to an earlier conversation, you might find yourself floating down the Savannah River.
Yeah, this may be true. This may be true.
Yeah.
Wait, now that story goes is what? How does it go? He didn't go all the way down, like he didn't make it out. Is that how it goes, Kirsten?
Yeah, he did not make it all the way out of, like, they shoved him down to the Savannah River thinking that he would go out into the ocean because most of the stuff would go out into the ocean.
Right.
And somehow or another, the tide or something changed and he ended up, like, in downtown Savannah, and that's how they found out that he died.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Or they would have never figured it out.
I thought there'd be a clue of him being wrapped up in a blanket.
Well, yeah, he was wrapped up in, like, bed sheets.
Yeah, so, good chance he'd been dropped off to be floated away. He was already dead. How did they know that he died in an inch of water then?
I guess, like, asking questions to the two that, like, after they brought him back.
All right, so they interrogated him and got...
Yeah, they interrogated him before they killed him, before they hung him.
Wasn't it his girlfriend's boyfriend or something that actually did it or something?
I don't know if they were boyfriend and girlfriend. I think they were friends, and I think he worked on the farm.
Okay, yeah.
He came to the farm to help out or something like that, and they got to be friends or something.
All right. Very interesting, anyway.
Yes.
I'll look forward to the photographs that you send me as well.
Stories like that all over the deep south, that's for sure.
Well, Savannah's the worst because, like, the one thing about Savannah is that, like, people are stacked, like, 6 deep. So when it rains or floods, that there is actual bones that will come to the surface, and they have no statute of limitations on what to do with the bones. So people that live there actually have, like, little things, like, in their front foyer that they can keep, like, skulls, bones, fingers, toes, whatever. And there's nothing to say about, like, what's to happen to the bones that pop up that have been buried there for, hundreds of years. So people just keep them in their house because they don't know what to do with them, because there's nothing that's supposed to be done with them, because Savannah has never made, like, a pouring of, like, hey, you're supposed to, like, give them to them so they can cremate them or whatever. And two of the funniest stories were that they were digging up part of the road in Savannah, and they dug up, like, 3 bodies, and the road workers didn't know what to do with them, so they stuck them in a trash bag and put them in a dump in the back of Dollar General, and they ended up just going to the dump. And then another one was that there was a lady that owned a house, and her husband had passed away, and she did not want to get remarried. She was like, I'm never getting remarried again. I don't care. But there was a guy that was interested in her and tried to make a pass. And she was like, I'm not interested. Thank you, but no thank you. So he had stayed, and it was like a bed and breakfast, I guess, type of place. And I guess in the South, they had, like, little visitor centers or places that you could, stay at, for like a month at a time if you were working or whatever. And, anyway, so he was staying there, and he tried to come into her room. Well, she hit him with a candlestick and buried him in the wall. And he stayed there. So like she passed away, then somebody else bought the house and started renovating the house, and they found his skeleton, and they were like calling, the county, like, hey, what do we need to do with this body? They came out, looked at it, and said, you can do whatever you want with it. So they just put it back in the wall and covered it back up and was like, okay, he stays there.
No.
Not to get that out of my house.
I wouldn't even keep the bones and stuff inside my house.
That's what I
Screw
mean.
that.
That's what they did. So they just, like, he's still in there. He's in that house. Like, that's his burial ground.
I'd take all the bones down to the dog pound. Let them have them.
Yeah.
The dogs will bury them for you.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So let's get back on track here. We're gonna be wrapping up here. Wrap it up here soon. The attention we gotta get the attention span of the listeners.
You can edit all the dead bodies out of it.
Oh no! People love dead bodies. I mean, we're in America. People love dead bodies. I don't know.
You're not wrong.
People are gonna start. They hear it. They may go to their wall and start looking for dead bodies in their wall. Especially if they live in Georgia. You never know. So I got a question. If there was any artist that you could collab with, who would it be? It could be somebody that's no longer with us, or current artist.
Who would I collaborate with? Let me think. I would have loved to, maybe, you mean sit and write songs, or just to sit and play with somebody like
Sit, play, jam with, record with?
I would love to have had a go with George Harrison. Any of the, Keith Richards, I don't think I'd be able to pick guitar up because I'd be like that. Collaborate with. As for writing, I wouldn't mind. Well, anybody famous. I mean, Freddie Mercury, because I'm not the greatest Queen fan, but his songs are magical, weren't they? So to do something with him and just get a little bit of credit, and then my bank balance would probably be a bit better now, wouldn't it? Anybody really. I haven't got no particular favourite I would desperately want to do it with, but if push comes to shove for a jam, George Harrison.
Okay. Yeah. I actually grew up with Queen. Like, that was Leonard Skinner, Queen. That's, my father was huge fans. AC/DC, Quiet Riot, all that. The Beatles. Yeah, my dad was huge in old classic rock.
Well, the others, just after that, the period of that, when I got a little bit older, and I go and, I say I like music, and I go to see lots of tribute bands and stuff like that. And I've seen the Clash tributes, the Ramones.
Okay.
There's a group called the Pistols, and if they ever tour to the nearby, you must go and see them, because this guy is Johnny Rotten.
Oh yeah, okay.
Absolutely, and the sound that they produce is bang on to the records. It's fabulous. So I like all that as well. Anything with a bit of action and that I enjoy. Maybe collaborate with Johnny Rotten just to get an egg thrown at me. Or maybe throw a beer at me. I don't know, if I'm lucky.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna wrap it up, and I got one final question that I ask everybody, and then we're gonna follow that up with. So we got two questions, but before that, you got anything, Junior?
I've enjoyed sitting here talking with you.
Yeah, it's been fun, isn't it? Learning all sorts of stuff about dead bodies in walls.
Yes.
No statute of limitations in Savannah. I just think I'll go to bed learning more than I knew half an hour ago.
Right.
Learn something new every day.
Right.
Yeah.
Kirsten, do you got anything over there?
No, I've just enjoyed. I've enjoyed our time.
Does anybody call you Casey and the Sunshine Band? Because it just says Casey.
No, it's just my initials. It makes it a lot easier because some people don't get my name correct, so it just makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, can I just ask why you're not on screen and it's only K and K on the middle?
Well, I've got a major headache right now.
That doesn't mean a thing to me. What?
It does, because like it.
I got a major headache too right now. Well, I keep fading in and out, so that's the ghost.
Yeah. Go on then, give me your 2 questions. Let's go for it.
Okay. If there was anything in the music industry, the mainstream music industry that you could change, what would it be? It's obviously hypothetical because you or I can't change the mainstream, so...
Right. I'd like them to reduce the price of tickets because they're outrageous. We went to see Debbie Harry a few months back, and it was £300, which is probably what, $400.
Yeah.
And it was a brilliant concert, but it was outrageously priced. So to change things like that, the price of it, and all this thing about streaming and that, you know, get proper sales back on where people can buy stuff instead of. I mean, it's good in some respects, but it's kind of killed it, isn't it? All this streaming.
Yeah.
In some respects, but like you say, it's not a lot I can do about that. So that would probably be my main thing.
Right. All right. Well, then, in closing, if there was anything you want to say, I'm going to open the floor up to you that you would like to say to your fans out there that listen to your music. What would it be?
Spread the word. Let more pass it on to more people. You know, the more the merrier, really. I mean, we're never going to be massive or whatever. We just enjoy doing it and that. And if people like it, also if people do like it and they want to cover it, I'm happy for them to do that. You know, as long as they do it and let me know, I'm absolutely fine with it. I'd love for that. Would be something I'd really, really love. You know, like Paul McCartney rang me up and says, "Hey, you know, I'd like to do one of your songs there, please, because I think it's great." So, you know, anybody around the world who's famous doing one of my songs, I'd be absolutely up for it.
That would be cool.
Yeah, it would be.
So. All right, sir. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it myself. It's been brilliant. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for coming on to the show, and we'll let you know when this is going to air out. We're going to add a couple of your songs to the edited version of this when we release it, so they also get that too.
Smashing, that'd be good. And thank you for Kirsten for looking after me for the 20 minutes before.
Oh,
yes.
Even if you've got an headache, I'm really proud of you now.
Oh, she'll be in the edited version.
Good. Right, smashing. Okay, it's been a pleasure, fellas.
It's been a pleasure. Take care now.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, this is Chappy. This is Junior. Keep it locked here. AdrenalineUndergroundRadio.com.
She's the kind of woman